Good morning, adventurers. This morning I am here at Illinois Beach State Park. Alrighty, adventurers, it is about 6 o'clock in the morning, just after sunrise. I was hoping to catch a nice sunrise this morning, but it is very overcast. It's a cool, overcast morning. It is about 55 degrees. And it says it's supposed to rain this afternoon around 11 o'clock, but we're gonna hope that it turns around. The clouds break, the sun comes out. Now we're gonna have a great time today. I have about a 6.5 mile lollipop loop here. I am coming from a trailhead on the north end of the park, and I'm going to be coming down and doing a lollipop loop and coming back. It's going to be interesting. This is going to be the first video I've done on a beach, unless you count pictured rocks, but that wasn't really on a beach. But this should be interesting. Some cool ecology coming up. Starting here under these crackling power lines. Crackling away. Alright. Hey, there's the sun peeking out a little bit. Here we are, folks, Lake Michigan. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright, so we've reached the main parking lot beach area. So the state park doesn't actually open until 8 o'clock. The gates don't open until 8 o'clock. I didn't want to wait that long, so that's why I went to the trailhead at the north end. You have to park on the street just outside of the park, and then you just walk in. There's a fence to walk through. Because otherwise I would have had to wait another 2 hours before they open this thing. Opens at 8 o'clock. Awesome. It's kind of nice they build these wave breaks to make the beach area much calmer. Very nice. The birds seem to like that. There's also a big, right over our shoulder here, there's a big building over there. It looks like it has concessions and stuff like that in there. There are restrooms. We're about to go into the big picnic area, and there's a campground here that you can reserve a campsite. They have electrical hookups, and I believe they even have year-round rentals where you can rent a RV spot for like a full year. This looks like a June bug flipped over. He's made a whole big circle from him sitting here trying to flip over. Come on, Mr. Junebug. This here is Illinois Beach State Park Resort. Alright. It's an awesome area here. This is the Dead River here. It's only about a 2.5 mile long river. And it is supposed to flow into Lake Michigan. But the waves of Lake Michigan bring sand and stuff and form sandbars that block the river from exiting. Until it catches enough rainwater and it topples over the sandbar and empties out into the lake again. Very interesting. Man, there are big fish jumping over there though. Okay, so I think they are fish, not turtles. Because I can see their fins and stuff. Oh man, they're like having some kind of wrestling match or something. It's big splashes going on all up and down. I wonder if they could be carp doing that. Alrighty, we are at the end of the loop, and there's a bench here. So I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to eat the rest of the berries that I have left over from my hike the other day, yesterday, and a banana. All finished with my break, had some berries and banana. Re-energized. Off on the trail. So now, like I said, we've reached the end of the loop. We're about to swing around, and we're going to be hiking back against the beach again. I did kind of mess up my loop. So the loop at one point comes very close together and then gets big again. At that bottleneck, I accidentally crossed over, so we're pretty much doing a figure eight instead. So one thing to take notice of is this area is created by Lake Michigan here pushing sand up on the beach, and it slowly builds up into these dunes. So the further inland you get, the older the land is. Over there where we were in the nature preserve, the wildlife was very diverse. The plants, there's so many different types of flowers and plants. But now as we get closer to the beach, you can see it thinning out. And there's not as many different wildflowers. There's just pretty much one type of wildflower here. And the ground is getting sandier, and there's less plants and less diversity. Alright, we've got the path here. We're headed back. And I find it interesting. You can see how the waves have pushed sand up on the beach, and it just builds up over time. You can kind of see just like there's almost like a levee here of sand waves, and then it just kind of turns into dunes. Very interesting. Nature in action. You'll also notice a lot of the plants have changed. So instead of like the marshland and all the wildflowers over there, now over here you have lots of creeping juniper and California sagebrush. That's because of the moist, cool climate that's coming off of the lake here. That cold, moist air. Some kind of odd structure here. foundation for something. Maybe something to offload ships, I don't know. Interesting. All right. So that's the way we went. We came back this way. We finished our loop. And we're gonna head back along the beach here. Awesome. Okay, folks. I am arriving back at the car. And, you know, when I came here, I didn't have a lot of expectations. I didn't really expect to find much. I thought it would just be like a nice beach walk. And that's about it. But, I was pleasantly surprised. All the wildflowers, the wildlife, saw the deer, the birds, the mourning doves were crazy this morning. It's just a very beautiful area, very diverse. I thought it was just going to be beach, but no, there was that nature preserve was pretty nice. On top of all that, there was hardly anybody here. I also expected there to be, and today's a Saturday, so kind of expected there to be a decent amount of people here, but maybe I'm just here early enough, I guess. I don't know. But ended up being a gorgeous place. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I appreciate it if you could subscribe, like, and I'm going to see you next week on Happy Trail Backpacking.